Hey, what's up guys, how you doing? So we're going to play some private battles today. First is Billy here, and Billy, you guys probably know him as BC Legend on YouTube. And basically the plan is to just do some fancy battles here. I don't really know what else to say about them. Let's confirm our selection. So I'm basically going to play the new map every single time. We're going to do 3 private battles. The first one is with BC Legend here, so he is a YouTuber. And then the next one is, I believe, Expert BTD5 on YouTube. So hopefully we'll have some fun here. And then the third one is just another random person that I've talked to on Skype. So just another side note here, if you guys haven't added me on Skype yet, go ahead and do that. You guys can join the BTD Battles chat room. I can't personally chat with you all the time, but what I can do is put you in that chat and you can find some other people that you can talk to. So first things first, we're actually going to put this guy on close and actually upgrade to this bomb thing. So we got some cluster bombs here. Cluster bombs are going to make sure like no red balloons, no blue balloons really get too far by. One thing you're going to notice, he's saving up for a 0-3 boomerang, so that's going to be his first thing, but he's also trying to send balloons versus me, so we're going to do tons and tons of damage versus him, unless he gets something up right over here, like a dartling gun or something really darn soon. So if you notice, we're still losing a couple lives, but he's just losing mass amounts of lives right now, and it looks like we might actually even win the game because of that. So I think we just won that game, and we might have to move on to Garrett here. I don't know if I should give him a second try or not. I don't know. Maybe I will. I guess we can do that. So that was victorious. I'll ask him to play another one with me. So you guys just have to give me 1 second because we have to set this up really fast. Alright, let's get going. I cannot show you the chat thing. I could show you the chat thing, but I just don't really feel like it right now. And oopsie doodles, guess what we forgot to do? We forgot to turn on these sound things, so that's kind of lame. So let me get this kind of set up. I know I'm kind of a nutcake right now, not really setting up the videos correctly. Alright, I'll play one more time here, and hopefully he'll actually be able to play just a little bit better. And I'm going to get a dartling gun and pretty much do the exact same things last time. And in fact, I'm going to get super monkeys, because I've heard that super monkeys have been buffed right now, so that's kind of interesting indeed. That's pretty cool actually. I think super monkeys are definitely a good thing that we need to start using maybe a little bit more. If they've been buffed. I have not tested out the new temple, so maybe we'll test out the new temple and see how awesome it actually can possibly be. Might have to play in defend mode or something like that, but let's get started here. We're basically going to do the exact same strategy. So we're going to start off with a cannon here, put him on close, get up to frag bombs here, and first close. I think close is probably just the best bet because close will actually make him miss a lot less. So for example, if pinks or something do start coming, he'll miss a lot less. So what he's doing is he's probably going to go for the same strategy, but he's probably not going to send any balloons out versus me right from the get-go. At least I hope not, or else I'm just going to overrun him again. It's going to be very, very sad. As far as his boomerang placement goes, I'm not really sure if that's the best spot. I mean, it works okay, but everybody keeps going with too many boomerangs. Start off with a dartling gun or something like that. You'll probably be a lot better off. So there he goes. He went with the earlier boomerang, so a 0-3 boomerang, and soon to be a 2-3 boomerang, most likely. At least a 1-3 boomerang to start off with. If you notice, my start is just so much better. I'm not losing like any lives. I spent less money than him, and in fact, going a lot more economy. And the next thing I'm going to do is, for level 4, I'm just going to build, guess what, a dartling gun. So we're going to get a really quick dartling gun up here, and look at my lives. I mean, there's really not that many lives that we're losing. And he is losing a lot, so that's not too good. He's finally got his 2-3 boomerang, but he definitely needs to get something else up besides just that 2-3 boomerang. And I will soon get a dartling gun, so I have a dartling gun now, or, well, very soon. So I have a dartling gun now, so my dartling gun is going to pretty much help me out, own all these extra balloons here. And as well, I'm going to start getting some more economy. If he starts sending out pinks versus me, I'm going to have to get a couple upgrades for it. But I really doubt he's going to start sending pinks at me, just because he has so little amount of lives right now. So even with all my blues and stuff, they're actually almost overwhelming his 2-3 boomerang. Normally that does not happen whatsoever, but it's kind of sad that it is happening right now. So now I'm actually going to stop with my economy because he has such a little amount of lives. I can actually feel like I can kill him around level 6 or something like that. Let's build a solid defense. We don't want to end up losing and overexerting ourselves here. So now we finally got a cannon. So that's fantastic for him. He's got a good cannon on his side, and I still feel like blacks can probably get through, so I'm going to wait until the next level and maybe we can get some blacks through here. As well, I do have some major popping power with my dartling gun, so none of the balloons should actually get through here. I feel like this is a pretty darn good spot for my cannon and for both my dartling gun. Sadly enough, you cannot fit 2 dartling guns, which I don't know. I guess it would be nice to fit 2 dartling guns. It's really not that detrimental to your strategy or anything like that. As well, he's going with a lot of economy now, so he's trying to catch up with his economy, which is probably bad news because I think blacks can actually overwhelm him, and I feel like this is actually going to be his demise. Quite possibly. Not guaranteed, but quite possibly. So, a bunch of blacks, and give me 1 second here. Oakley dokley, and I feel like we just overwhelmed him, and that should be the end of the game. So that was victorious, and now we're going to go play Garrett. So, let me get my private battle set up, create the battle. We'll copy this nonsense, and add Garrett. So, I just sent him a message on Skype, and hopefully he will join soon. Trying to make this not boring for you guys, trying to just set these up kind of fast. Hopefully he'll join pretty fast. Ching chang wall wall bing bang. Come on. So we're gonna play on the same map. We're gonna play on Hydro Dam. And his name is Expert BTD5. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same thing on YouTube, so feel free to check him out if you want to. We're basically going to do the same exact strategy just to show you guys how good it can actually be, even if somebody's sending out pretty darn good balloons versus me. So a lot of people have been having a lot of problems on Hydro Dam, and I just don't understand it because I feel like this is a really freaking easy map. As well, we will get Super Monkeys again for any sort of late game action that we might need to actually handle. And I feel like actually getting a Super Monkey right here is probably one of the best spots. Think about it. You get all this action over here, all this action over here as well. You just cannot go wrong with a Super Monkey over there if they have been buffed as much as I've been told. I've been told that basically Super Monkeys are the exact same as BTD5 now, which means they're definitely not worthless anymore. But I still have yet to test them out. So now he's doing basically the exact same thing as me. He's starting off with the frag bombs here. So that's definitely a good idea. Starting off with frag bombs, maybe we'll have some more fun here. So I gotta keep pressing these buttons though, make sure I don't mess that up at all. And next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna basically wait till around level 4, and then we're gonna start sending out some guests. Actually, he went with a cluster bomb, so he's doing something a little bit different than what I would do. That also means that he probably gonna get a little bit less economy than I have, because he had to spend that $800 on this guy. He cannot afford a Dartling gun as early, and at level 6 will definitely overwhelm him, unless he gets something else. So he cannot pop blacks at the moment. Currently he cannot pop blacks, which is really, really bad news for him, but also at the same time it means that he does have a lot more popping power and he's not going to lose any lives right now. While me, I'm going to start losing some lives here. So let's get my Dartling gun up pretty darn soon here, so I can start sending out blues and stuff like that as well. So I'm just kind of pressing lots and lots of buttons all at once. So here we go. Level 4, and I'm starting to send out more blue balloons at this guy. I feel like pinks probably won't do too much damage. I could probably send out some pinks and do slight amounts of damage, but that's just not worth it to me. I'd rather just kind of chill here with what I have. So he's still sending out red balloons versus me, or is he blue? Is it blues now? I can't really tell. I think it's still red balloons, which means he's not getting his full economy yet. If he did start sending out pinks versus me, he would do some lives of damage, but I feel like I could get upgrades fast enough where it would not be that big of a deal. So let's start getting a couple upgrades here, because I don't want to overwhelm myself too much here. I need to get at least a 0-1 upgrade first. 0-1 upgrade is more important than the 1-0 upgrade, but it is a lot more expensive. So now we can pop 3 balloons for each shot instead of just 1 balloon, which is a quite big increase. It's basically 3 times as much pop power, or 3 times a 0-0 Dartling gun, which is just freaking awesome. So now that I have that, pinks will not get through, blacks, maybe a couple will get through, but what I'm noticing is that he has no defense versus blacks, so we're basically just going to send a huge black rush versus him, and hopefully actually overwhelm him with these blacks. I really feel like I can make a solid defense versus black balloons and stuff where he can probably not. Let's sound a giant rush. We're going to sound just like 5 or 6 to test the water and then see what happens after that. So level 6, black balloons, I really feel like he's not going to be able to defend him versus these guys. His boomerang's just not going to pop enough of him, and his cluster bomb is just put in the wrong spot. So that was just bad news for him, and I think we just won the game with those. And as well, I can also get another upgrade for my Dartling gun, which means all these balloons will not get through, and all those black balloons just walk through his defense. Bad news for him. He should have thought a little bit more ahead. And I thought people would practice this level just a little bit more than they have been. Anyways, let's move on here, and let's move on to the next person, which I believe is Spicy Wigga or something. Alright. Alright, so now we have the third game, which we are going to play, which is on Hydro Dam. Hydro sucks, yes. A lot of people don't like the map. I like it a lot because I feel like people need to get used to this, and as soon as they get used to it, they'll actually start liking it. But right now, people are just like, it's too hard. I can't beat Hydro Dam. But people just, you'll learn. You will learn. Trust me, you'll learn to like the map. It's a toughie, but that's okay. That's what makes it fun. Too many maps, we're getting on to level 24 and 26 and stuff like that. We don't want that to happen. Oh, yep. Gonna get a Super Monkey. Just in case we go late game, basically do the exact same thing. So we're gonna give you a good, solid starting strategy. to start off with. You can do a couple different variations of this strategy, of course. You can go with maybe some more boomerangs than what I do. Boomerangs would still do work okay. They're kind of expensive, but you can make them work, especially if you put something like right over, guess where? Yeah, it's kind of a weird spot, but right here, put him on last. And he will shoot right over here and go through all those balloons. So boomerangs can work as well, but I want to give you guys a solid understanding of this strategy before I start giving you a bunch of random strategies. So, of course, we're going to start with a cannon, get the frag bombs, because the frag bombs can pop through a lot more balloons than just those alone. And he's going with a dartling gun first, so definitely we have not seen a dartling gun from the other two enemies yet. So a dartling gun might be a little bit better choice, but we have to see, because I think he might get overwhelmed with my balloons just a little bit, at least for the start. It means he's not going to get a lot of economy in the early game. So dartling guns are really not the best thing to start off with, at least in my opinion. If you notice, I'm going to overwhelm him quite a bit with these red balloons, unless he does something else. So the red balloons are just sliding right through. He cannot defend versus them. Look at all that damage we're doing. It's just plain ridiculous. Like, what? I don't know what he's doing, why he's trying that. He needed that cannon. He should have got it earlier. And now if you notice, he's trying to catch back up, but it's just not working as well as it probably should be. So, just keep sending out my balloons. I'm just going to keep sending out these red balloons, and he's already down to 50 lives. So he already lost 2/3 of his lives. Holy crap, Bola, and we're making him lose even more. So it's just bad positioning, bad starting stuff. People are just not good at this map. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you guys. But this is just a really good starting strategy, so if you guys are having any trouble, do this. Just copy me, I don't care. Alright, I want to play some people that can know how to get to at least level 10. I don't know, I haven't played anybody who can get to level 10. So we got a 0-1 guy first, and in fact, I'm just going to upgrade my dartling gun first thing to this upgrade. And now he's got cluster bombs, so okay, that's okay. He can actually survive a little while with these cluster bombs. Now I'm going to show you that my dartling gun can actually handle pinks fairly well. It's not, like, perfect. We're probably going to lose some lives here and there, but overall, it's definitely not bad. We're not losing very many lives at all. We're still out above 150, and that's okay by me. I mean, above 100, excuse me. So those pings are just not getting through, and in fact, I'm just going to save up my money once I get to level 400, or once I get 400. And one thing that I will have to do if he starts sending out greens, going to get a cluster bomb. If he starts sending out blacks, going to have to upgrade my dartling gun. He sends out a mixture, that could do some damage to me. So just keep that in mind as well, guys. That's kind of a weakness to you. Now, don't go too much economy. That's one thing you have to keep in mind. Don't go crazy amounts of economy, because you probably can't handle it. Now, if you're noticing one thing, he doesn't have that much economy compared to me. He's sending out spaced blues for crap's sake. Spaced blues right now. Well, I mean, they're group blues now, but they were spaced blues. So anyways, I'm just going to go a little bit more economy here. I'm not worried, nothing's getting through yet, so I can get ready to upgrade my dartling gun to the next level whenever I need to. And it's getting more economy, and even more economy. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to try and send out some blacks. So we're actually going to send out some blacks versus this guy. Maybe we can do some solid damage, and then I'm going to upgrade my dartling gun. So get some good solid good solid blacks coming out, and then upgrade my dartling gun. And now if you notice, we're probably going to end up killing him. Possibly. Not positive, but maybe. Let's see. The dartling gun's doing pretty darn good versus those blacks, and those cluster bombs are actually working fairly well, so not too bad. But at the same time, you're noticing lag on my side, like I'm not really seeing exactly what's happening, and I guess we did end up winning the game. So that was pretty much perfect. Make sure you get some upgrades. Don't overexert yourself with the economy, and we won again before level 10. Maybe I'll find somebody soon that can actually get a little bit further, but as of now, this is a really good starting strategy. You still have an in-game economy of above 400, which is, what do I have? I have 482 in-game economy. I lost barely any lives. This is what you guys want to do. At least make a solid defense. At least get some economy. And then mid to late game, you're kind of on your own for right now. I can't find anybody to get far enough. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully this helps you out just a little bit, at least for starting wise. And have a fantastic day.